Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Down to Earth podcast. Yes, I said it, Down to
With a
Earth
two.
podcast. I'm your first co-host, Demario Dale Crosby. This is your second co-host,
Jeremy.
Jeremy, today. Whoa, we must got a good day today. We got
Yeah.
just Jeremy. All right, let's do the usual thing.
I might have to start my own, just Jeremy. You know, on days you're not here, you got Down to Earth and then just Jeremy.
Carly.
JJ.
But let's start how we usually start out. How was your week, man? Talk to me. How'd it go? Ups and downs? New stuff? Old stuff?
Busy
Talk
week.
to me. Okay.
Not really any downs, but
That's always good.
wasn't in my normal office a lot. There was a lot of traveling this week, which I'm always a fan of because I love the driving.
Mm-hmm.
But, actually, no, there is a down. Monday at 3:30.
At 3:30.
The air conditioning went out in the building.
He was in there crying.
The whole building. And so the crazy part is right now a bunch of the tenants, and they have a new management company, are going back and forth, and the management company is saying that it's on us as the tenants to fix the air conditioning, which is one of the giant units on top of the 4th-story building that needs a special key to get to. And so Tuesday and then Wednesday it was 105 degrees with humidity.
Too much for me.
I had to leave. I had to go to work in another office. It was that bad, and I'm all suited up and everything. I'm like, either I lock the door and take off half my clothes, or I go to a different office and keep working. So I went to another office to keep working.
Come on, take off half my clothes.
I would have had to, bro. I was dying. Drank all the water in there. Yeah, it was not fun.
Did they fix it?
No, and as of Friday, I was talking to a couple tenants when I was walking out, and they were not happy. They're like, they've said they've called a million times, left a million emails. I called once, left an email once. I don't got enough time to be calling them all the time like they do.
Y'all keep calling. We ain't doing it.
But yeah, so legally they got 14 days to have to fix it and stuff until it's gonna get taken to the next level. But I mean, that's 13 days too late. That should have been something fixed on day one if you're a good management company. But whatever. Weekend wise, I can't believe the weekend's still going on. It's been a long week. I got working with a new rental client.
Okay.
So that's always good.
Nice.
Referred to me from one of my friends.
Nice.
New friends. Anyway, so working with her, trying to get her a rental. That's always fun. Yeah. And then what else? Friday, gamed a little bit. I was so tired. And then yesterday had our 3rd annual company picnic. That was a good time. I'm the reigning bags champion again, back to back, baby. Back to back 2022, 2023 bags champion of the world.
Come on, the world. Get the fuck out of here.
No, that was fun. Had a catering, barbecue, water balloon fight.
Y'all had a water balloon fight?
I brought a bunch of water balloons. I had it hidden off to the side, and then I was like, hey, everybody. And I pulled the lid off, and they were like grenades. So they were green, and they looked like grenades, and we just started launching them. That was a blast. And then volleyball, bocce ball, you name it. Got a little bit of sun.
Okay.
I'm almost looking like you out here, brother.
No.
And then slept like a baby, woke up, and here I am. What about you?
Wait. Slept like a baby. But the week was pretty good. Week was full of doing things over and over and over again, aka consistency.
Oh, powerful.
Other than that, I'll come back to that a little bit, but other than that, that's really just been the biggest thing, and kind of just, finding different times to do stuff and just trying to get the crafts down to a really good point. I did have my a role play for my objections. I got a 90 on there.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I was like, okay, now we're talking. But I feel myself getting better and everything, so that was good. The weekend was pretty lit.
Wait, sorry. Are you 190 away from graduating then, or how does that work?
Well, I have to get 4 90s in a row, so this is my first 90.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, because the other one, your goal last week was to get a 90, and they gave you an 89.5.
Yeah, so, yeah. Blessed, though. Never stressed, right? But then I've been really heavy into going around to Goodwills and also estate sales and stuff. Been going around there, finding a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff has been selling. But one biggest thing, like I said earlier, is the consistency, right? This week, a lot of stuff hasn't been selling, and I got good stuff out there, and I got watchers and all that, and it's all that stuff. But just staying consistent when I'm even not seeing results is a very, very hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Very hard, because it's like I'll just have the random thought of what the fuck is going on right now. Cause all this good stuff, you like it that much, but buy it, motherfucker. But going through that, but then also I just finished another book, and usually I'll read an hour a day, just a full hour, but I've just been splitting it up, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes before I go to bed.
I like that.
And like I just been knocking books out and like actually reading stuff.
Do you feel that when you do it as an hour, it's almost the first half or so you're really enjoying, but then the second half, because this is how it is for me personally, is if I'm trying to stick to a time, I find it really harder as I get closer to that, because I feel fulfilled already in what I've read. If it's like a business book, that the last 25-30 minutes, it's almost like I'm checking the clock to be like, okay, am I done reading for the day? I've already got what I wanted to get out, instead of forcing myself through.
I would say for me, no, just based off the mindset that I'm in. I guess the type of books that I am reading. So like lately, it's just been the sales books, and I'm really trying to get this. Like, this is my lifeline. If I don't figure this out,
right.
then, so.
So you don't think you're getting more out of breaking the half hours up than when you were just reading?
I am. Straight? That's what I was gonna get to. Okay. I'm just like doing it for the full hour was good, and I liked it, but I also just felt like it was too much at one time. Like I could be doing so much other stuff, and still get the full value of the book. So splitting it up 30-30 is way better to me, I think, because then I have time to just do my eBay stuff and then
get into the day a little more.
You know what I mean? And like knock stuff out quicker than now I'm just starting on my sales stuff like 4 or whatever.
Right.
Like it's way better to split it up.
You started I know you told me that you haven't really been door dashing because you're going even harder at the eBay stuff.
Correct.
But I did notice that you started back on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Making videos. You didn't tell them that. You got to link the TikTok so everybody can see what you're selling.
I totally forgot about that. But I started putting on some TikToks. The first 2 that I made, they didn't really get like too much love, but I was just like, it's not about that. It's about just putting it out there.
Being consistent.
Right? Like literally, that's the only goal, and that's all I cared about. So I did a couple, and I was like, wow, like I can keep doing this. And I did the last one I did about my biggest flip of the year. That one got a lot of love, some comments, some loves, and a lot of people follow. But it's just, I think TikTok is really cool just to see the people that view your page after like they like watch your TikToks.
I don't think a lot of people know that that's a setting.
I don't think so either.
Because you have to, it goes both ways. You can, if you turn it on, then anytime you view somebody's profile, they can see that you viewed, but if you turn it off, you can't see who's viewing yours, and nobody can see them viewing yours. So
I didn't even know it was a setting in there. I just thought it was like a thing.
I'll usually go back and forth. If there's someone I want to like look up, I'll go ghost, and then I'll look it up, but then I'll turn it back on to see if anybody's
I don't need you to see it.
Oh.
Okay, that's funny. But yeah, so good week so far. Good weekend, getting into stuff. But
are you missing the DoorDash at all, or are you kind of backloading it to the end of the month?
I'm not missing it because the way that I got everything scheduled out with like how much money I need to pay X amount of bills, there's some weeks that I need more money than others. So those weeks that I needed more money already out the way. So I'm like, all right, I really can rely on this. Like, regardless, eBay, I'm making at least like $500, like minimum a month. Like I'm making more than that, but that's just like I know guaranteed I'll have $300-$500 from there. Okay. If I like keep doing what I'm doing,
So then that's how it's kind of broken down. You know that some weeks that you don't need as much, you could go a lot harder at eBay.
Correct.
And then the
weeks that I need it.
So is it back end? So we're in the last week of August, so are you gonna have to go hard on DoorDash, or do you kind of?
No, I'm already good.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, so it's just preparing for the next month and being able to keep going.
So that means then the next 2 weeks are gonna be the DoorDash.
Aggressive.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why I want to get my. So like my car's just been like, stalling a little bit in here, and it's not like bad. It's not as bad as it was. Right. It was just shutting off.
But you don't want it to just shut off.
Exactly, right? Never. So I'm gonna get that checked out, and then that's when I'm gonna start getting back on that.
You know what's crazy? Every time, I don't know. This might just be how the world works, but you're at such a high point and you're learning all these stuff and you're like diving into stuff and like in the back of your head is like nothing can go wrong. And I'm not talking extreme stuff like sickness, family, whatever. Correct. It's always like that little random couple $100 to $1,000 expense that comes up out of nowhere.
It's just like, what?
Like, damn, I do need new tires this year. Boom, swipe the card, $500.
Yeah.
Oh, something is wrong with my car, new battery, whatever. And then you just kind of just bogs you down a little bit.
Yeah.
But you just got to take that in stride and be like,
this is what it is.
Right. The car's not going to work forever without me putting a little love into it.
Right. That's facts.
That kind of leads into the first thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Jeremy's. I don't know why I did. I hate saying that name out loud. I'm not even.
Jeremy's.
Jeremy. Newfound reason for financial freedom. And this kind of clicked yesterday at the party because, every half hour or an hour we were playing a different game. And I'm so competitive that I want to learn all the rules right away, get really good, and then play. And, I'm just playing against coworkers and stuff. So it's not like, $1 million first place or anything. But after I was driving home and I was thinking, man, like, what if I could just take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and go all in on something hobby-wise. Maybe not even business, like business on the side. This is all hobby, whether it's, dodgeball, poker, pickleball, bags, boxing, anything like that. And I think I kind of flipped a switch where when I think of financial freedom and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing to try and get to that point of having the money and not having to work the 9 to 5 and all that stuff is to try and do that sooner than later as I'm younger, stronger, all that stuff, even though I plan on, trying to stay fit going into the later years.
100%.
But being able to just say, you know what, I'm really enjoying boxing right now. I'm going to take 9 months, get a personal trainer, personal chef. I'm going to train all the time. I don't have to worry about going to work and all that stuff. And I think that's like where you really live life. When you can wake up, pick to do something, and be able to do it and not have to worry about going to work on Monday and just go all in. Because, right now, if you want to learn something and you're working a strenuous 9 to 5 job,
and pizzas.
You get Saturday and Sunday. But then right on Monday, it's back to the grind. And by the time you're to Saturday, did you really retain anything you learned the week before?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I really want to get to the point where I could say, okay, the next 6 months, I'm going to get a bags coach and cornhole for people that are, I guess, outside of the Midwest. And just go hard at that, go into a tournament and kind of check that off that life bucket list box and then move into, maybe fishing. I want to do like a Pacific Ocean fishing tournament and I really want to learn the spots and all that stuff. Take 6, 9, 12 months.
Would you do, I think it's called ice fishing?
I've been ice fishing before.
It's decent?
Yeah.
It's scary?
It's like, no, it's not scary.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's only scary at first because you got to test the ice. Because you can't just throw a rock and be like, yeah, we're good. You kind of look over it a little bit. And then if you're at a lake, then you kind of step on it. Then you hear anything. And then,
see, I'm good at
okay, that's good. But if the sun's out and it's shining, you can kind of see a part that you don't want to go to because it's water on top. So then it's half and half. And then you're like, okay, maybe we should just stay here. But no, and then, it's pretty fun. And then sometimes you can do you get a tent and a little space heater in a way. Not enough to melt all the ice and stuff.
But just to keep you warm.
But then you gotta drill the hole. And
you did that before?
Yeah. Me, Jason, and my dad used to do it all the time. And then you there's a little ladle that you get to scoop out the ice, and then it's a clear shot to the bottom, and you put your poles in, and you just sit there.
I got one.
Yep. Sometimes they're big enough; they're too big to come out of the hole and stuff. So you're drilling another one next to it and kind of breaking the ice to get at it. Yeah.
Hey, come on, you gotta come out.
Holes are only maybe that big. So you hook onto something big, then you might have to open that up a little bit. I do ice fishing.
It's decent. So let me ask you this then, right? So you said that's your new reason for financial freedom. So what was your first reason? And I probably already know it, but I'm just asking.
Well, the first reason was just to be able to do whatever the fuck I want when I want, but I didn't really have an idea behind that.
Gotcha.
It was more of just kind of that. I forgot what movie that's from, but the fuck you money.
Yeah,
they call it I want to get to the level of the fuck you money. Oh, it's Rounders. I think it's Rounders. Yeah.
The poker. Yeah. That card movie. Yeah. Matt Damon and somebody else, right?
Yeah, to where people can't say anything and you can do whatever you want. But now I think kind of I've been getting towards this point that kind of just clicked yesterday of, well, what is that anything that I want to do?
Right. What are you going to do until 24?
Right, exactly.
12. Well,
but on top of that, we brought this up, and we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet. Six Flags. We went to Six Flags. Oh, we didn't even talk about Six Flags.
We talked about us going there, but not
going there, but
it
right,
was.
okay.
Yeah. It was lit.
It was lit. It was lit. Didn't even need a flash pass.
Trying to get
anything. But even that, to me, in my head, and I guess it's just as I'm maturing and stuff, I kind of realized more how, taking stuff for granted, which we talked about, oddly enough, before we even went to Six Flags. Mm-hmm. That some people have to save up all year to take their kids to Six Flags and have one good day. Mm-hmm. But we could just hit each other up and say, hey, let's go to Six Flags next week. Okay, cool. Yeah, $60 is nothing. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And something that I'm adding to the bucket list that you could write me down for right now is I want to rent out Six Flags privately, and we found out it's $100,000 an hour or $1.2 million for the day, not including food or anything. That's just to private the park. And I want to do that and get as many, low income, single parent families, or, people that don't get to do fun stuff like that. And I want to just pack the whole park and, get buses and have everybody picked up and dropped off and, yeah. Get that little.
You better cry. Oh. Hey, that's good though, bro. That'll be decent as fuck. I mean, make sure I'm now. You feel me? If that's the
we do a little Germax Realty and DC picks. You love that DC picks. Oh.
What just say? You got an agency now?
Y'all don't tell me nothing.
Oh shit! But
hey, shout out Jeff.
Shout out Big Jeff. But yeah, I like that. I like that putting the idea behind why you want financial freedom. I think that's funny that you bring that up because I think I have a new found reason why too. Well, obviously, I'm kind of living that life kind of now where I don't have to go to work, but I don't have the income that's
right.
Really put me in a good place. But I think it'll come down to just doing anything I want. So my goal always has been get to a point where money is an issue and really do comedy how I want to, mm-hmm. just for fun and just do it, and not worry about getting money from it or anything. Just being able to
do it because you enjoy the hobby.
Enjoy it, 100%. So that's always my biggest goal. But my second one is just the people around me with financial freedom. One, what is that going to do for them seeing that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I mean, we don't know what that'll do.
Right.
It comes with good and bad stuff, right? It comes with, let me have $1. Oh, you know what? I need $1,000.
That ain't happening.
It comes with different things.
But no, if you maybe want a job, or I could place you somewhere in some companies or teach you what, if you actually want to learn.
Yeah, I can do that.
Handouts, don't come over here for no handouts. I'm letting you know right now. No handouts.
Y'all heard it here first.
To people I know, at least. Handouts to help people out and stuff will be cool. But no, if you hey bro, I haven't seen you in a while.
Let me get 100.
Yeah.
Let me get 5 real quick.
And that security, get them out of here.
Can you imagine having security just get people out? So funny. But
maybe I'll do that actually. Side note.
Have you ever seen...
do a club, rent the club out kind of thing, but send an invite out to everybody that you knew from your past and all that stuff. And then have a list at the door of the people that are actually allowed to get in.
Petty as fuck.
I got the text right here. He's like, you ain't on the list. And then I'm just sitting there looking over the door.
King of petty, bro. Petty as fuck.
Oh, man. But, I might do that, though. I'm writing that down.
Okay. I mean, you should have the freedom to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But when coming to financial freedom, shout out to Tony Robbins. I read a couple of his books and just kind of dived in a bunch of stuff that he talks about. And he says that there's 5 levels of wealth. And I kind of wanted to just label those 5 and just give the definition of each one. And I want to hit off every single one of these before I die. What's that song? I don't remember. It's about...
Back to Back?
No. We even go
Charge it up?
But no. It's by someone else, but I just forgot. I remember it before the episode's over.
You want to switch off, or you gonna read all through them?
No, we'll switch off.
All right.
The first one is financial security, and the definition for that's the first level of wealth. Definition of that is this is the basic amount of income you personally need to cover your current housing, utilities, food, transportation, and insurance costs. If you have this level of wealth, you can explore other ways to make money. Okay, I don't have to read all that, but so that's the first one, financial security.
Okay. The second one is financial vitality. And that is the level where you have enough money to cover all of your basic needs plus some of your extra spending wants, like clothing, dining out, entertainment, and small luxuries.
And I'll say that with talking about this, truck driving, I think, put me at this level, right?
Level 2 for those people out there.
I think it put me at that level, and like getting a taste of that was so good for me because like I'm like, oh, I know I can get to the other levels now with like doing other stuff that I actually like enjoy doing. But that was just a little side note. So the third level is financial independence, and this is where you have enough investments to live the life you're accustomed to, completely independent of work, kind of what you were just talking about, and you have all of your needs and occasional luxuries covered by your wealth.
And that's more, and I think the key word there is occasional. Luxuries,
yeah.
And living your standard life, not any life that you want. Step 4 is financial freedom. Tony described this level as enjoying everything you already have today without working, plus a few significant luxuries you want in the future, and you don't have to work to pay for those luxuries either.
Oh, that sounds good. And then there's number 5, which is absolute financial freedom.
See, that absolute word
that's
good.
a
powerful word,
bro. That's such
absolute.
a powerful word. I think there's a alcohol that's called absolute.
Like hold on, before you can read that word is just like, can you imagine someone goes up to like, I can absolutely beat the shit out of you right now.
I'm good. I don't need this fight. If you believe that, cool, bro. You can have that.
I gotta start using that more. That's like a powerful.
That is a powerful word. Now that you like say that.
Are you sure?
The table's moving.
Are you sure? I am absolutely sure.
That's actually, I'm gonna use that word. I think actually my
that might be tattoo number 2.
My sales coach was telling me to use that word.
It might be tattoo number 2. Absolute power.
Yeah. But he said that like that was the shit.
Coming through the veins.
But number 5, absolute financial freedom says this is when you have enough money to do anything or buy anything you wanted without working for as long as you live. You can travel anywhere you want, anytime you want, and stay in the best hotels. He said, Tony teases, how would it feel if you and your family never had to work for anything again?
Teases.
That's what he said. I didn't. Come on, man.
You said it.
Come on, folks.
And that's obviously, most people that are on this journey strive to get to that level.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about before, not everybody really cares about financial freedom. If you're happy, you're happy. That's what matters first.
100%.
But no, that's exactly where I want to be. I want to get to that level where you do whatever you want, and the money that's coming in from all the work that you put in previously. And I think there's a big disconnect from people thinking that, oh, well, you just get paid from all that stuff. How many years did it take
to get it to
and
that?
How many, not even how many years, but how many actual hardworking hours did it take you to set up that machine that is now, after all of those years, all of those hours, to yield that much money or freedom or whatever it's creating for you and the people around you? I think that's where a lot of people just like think that you hit the lottery
and it's just you're there now,
and hitting the lottery in all the aspects of, oh, you just randomly woke up, had a good idea, and some company bought it for $5 million. You're lucky. Well, how many nights have I actually gone to sleep trying to think of ideas of inventions that are going to get me to that point?
Or how many times you was going through ups
jealousy.
and downs?
Yeah, I think it's just jealousy.
You're tired of it.
We can talk about that. We're gonna talk about that next week. You heard it here first. Jealousy coming next week.
But I mean, that's very true though, because you don't see the things that you sacrifice to get to that point, or other people's point of views that they might not understand what you're trying to do, and just like one thing I can say with just kind of going off of my situation, like me being in the place that I am and doing what I really like enjoy to do. There's other parts of what I'm doing that I hate to do.
Of course.
And that's with the Excel sheets, with the tax stuff. Like I hate doing all that stuff. But
damn, he going through it.
Woo! We gonna go to the next thing.
No, wait, you stay out here for a minute.
But hold on. But even with fuck, I kind of lost it.
Doing the stuff that you don't want to do. Excel spreadsheets, all that stuff.
Like doing stuff I don't want to do, but with me doing the stuff that I really enjoy to do, like truck driving, I like to do, but I really didn't enjoy it. But the situation I'm in now, I don't have the money coming in like when I wanted to or consistently, whatever. But like I feel like I'm able to be more myself, and when I say that is, it's like even like I would just say this right now. I've seen improvements of my holding conversations with like my family members and stuff. Like I don't know. Usually, like I usually just like I have a conversation. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
There's no depth.
Like those words. There isn't no me asking questions or like
depth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of just like having those conversations. So that was just something I thought about that I wanted to add earlier that I forgot that I added now. So
I was just going to bring up that I know you said step 2 or level 2 financial vitality with you in the trucking. I probably felt that, and I think I'm going to say that's probably the average.
That's what I was going to
say. People around us is, your bills are paid for, and then, if you want to go out to the bar, if you want to go out to the party, if you want to go Six Flags, you want to go do whatever. I feel like even though financial independence is when you're not working for it, I think I was between level 2 and 3 when I was doing construction for cash. And I just had so much money flying in, and then it was like, you got a week or 2 off, and I'm like, I don't have to even worry about not working because there's so much money already on the side that I can do whatever I want, and the bills are already paid. And I don't even have to worry about going back to work the following week when we're off because of how much money there just is pooled in there, for your freedom. And I was younger, so obviously, the financial freedom level is a lot different now. But
yeah, 100%.
I'd say I've fluctuated between 2 and 3 forever. But no, I definitely want to get to that financial freedom / absolute. And I feel like
you need that absolute.
I need that absolute. And I feel like for anybody that's like trying to do these 5 levels, I feel like right when you get a taste, kind of you hit that checkpoint and you get that taste, the last thing you want to do is go backwards. And you're going to do everything you can to make sure that you keep striving to at least stay at that level, if not go one up, because and you can remember what it felt like during that period in your life when you were below that. And
that's right.
And that's obviously, stuff can happen. You can be driving and hit somebody on a bike, and now you got to pay a lot of money and go to court and all that stuff.
Or you can hit a bridge and get fired.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
Oh yes, I am. Yeah, I think it's healthy to sometimes go back, right? Like I say, I was in a good spot, but I just didn't like what I was doing. But to be able to go back and put myself, create that spot in a different, zone, in a different environment, I think that'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, I can't imagine personally what that level 2 would feel like if that's coming off of playing poker. Personally, for me, like that's.
What you mean you can't imagine? You can imagine. Tell me how it would feel right now.
I don't know what it would. Well, I kind of like.
Tell me how it would feel.
It'd feel cool, but I can't really like.
Cool. Absolute. No,
that's not absolute. Is next year's World Series of Poker. That's absolute.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you win that and I don't get flown out,
that's trying to get flown out.
If you finna win 3.5 and didn't pay taxes, you still
12.
got 2.
It's 12.
Whatever it is, it's still millions. I don't give a hot right. I just need to be out there. I'm coming out there with a puffy coat, with a Foxwood.
Puff Daddy. He's sick. I think we saved the other piece for next week.
Okay.
I think we leave it at the financial stuff.
I got it. I like that. Well, any last words?
No, I'm just thinking about the whole, being able to make the money and stuff, and how you brought up that you're at that point now, kind of, or working towards where you were at with trucking when it came to the money stuff.
Yeah.
And because I could think of where I was at that level doing construction, I could see that level now where I'm at in corporate America, and I can't imagine how much more I would like it. I already like it now, and I liked it in construction. But what does that feel like when you're loving what you're doing and you're like striving towards that level of, like financial freedom in a way?
So people will get the misconception of, you'll say that like you love it, but like like I said earlier, there's parts of it that you don't like, and there's parts.
Yeah,
there's going to be days you're like, I kind of don't want to do this right now.
Right.
You know, like those that happens. But
yeah, losing sucks in poker.
What I said is like, you know, what combats that is you like giving value at a level that you like the level that you're giving value. You know what I mean? So like in poker, let's just say the value that you can start giving is you start teaching people how to do it. Like that would probably give you so much, like just a boost of just like, damn, this, like I love this, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what compensates for those, you know, down moments is once you see how much value you are giving or what you can do or whatever, like that's what really bring those up.
And a big thing with the poker too that makes the best players the best is that you're going to lose and you're going to win.
100%. That's
what they do. What a lot of people, recreational players, do when they lose is they're like, it's variance, and variance is the term of, you know, you win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, you just want to be you want to be more of a winning poker player than a losing poker player, obviously.
Right.
But what the bad players do, what the good players do, they don't just take the losses. They'll go back and they'll analyze and they'll take notes on their phone while they're playing, and then they'll go back and they'll say, okay, was it just bad luck of cards turning over, or could I have played that differently? And were there things that I didn't see and all that stuff? And that's a level that I'm trying to get to. So, but yeah.
That's the law.
I make this money, baby. Come on. See, that's that shit I be talking about.
How? Like, that's what I understand.
Come on.
He still got the high five.
Come on.
He still got everything, but he crying.
Get us out.
You know what I saw the other day and I thought about you though? I was at the States, so I saw a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff. Pokeballs and fucking, like, but they were all just like, it wasn't like good stuff to resell though, but.
No?
No. I looked it up and based off of them having it open and stuff, it lost.
Oh, yeah. All those collectible stuff, if it's sealed, you better FaceTime me right away.
That, bro, I was that close to calling you because I walked in and I'm like, literally my face just lit up. Because it was this dude he just was hoarding their fucking area. I'm like, bro, move, bro. He just hoarding it over there. I'm like, all right. And he finally moved. I'm like, bet.
So did he leave with a lot of stuff?
He didn't leave with nothing. And that's what also gave me an indication. I'm like, this definitely ain't good. He didn't leave with nothing.
Because he walked in, saw that table, and probably knows that stuff. Because I would have been right over there too. Like, damn, Lacey, you got Charizard? Pikachu?
I keep seeing those plush dolls. But listen, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, even talking about, you know, Demario and Jeremy has a podcast. So we really appreciate all that. Like, subscribe, comment if you like this episode. If not, I mean, that's totally fine too. It's whatever. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. We'll come back and see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace it out.